Hello lovely people and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the AfterShokz Open Move bone conduction headphones. Let's take a closer look. I am an AfterShokz ambassador and I'm very grateful to have been gifted these to review for you today. And before you head to the comment section saying, bias review, dislike, unsubscribe, stop yourself. I can assure you that this is going to be a transparent review. I'm not going to leave out any critiques. It's going to have the pros, the cons. I'm also going to put it through its paces with a few different tests. So this is going to be an all-round review so that you can make the most informed decision when it comes to buying a new set of headphones. That being said, if you're not a massive fan of product reviews, don't worry. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, and come back every Friday for a new video. You might have seen my video last year where I had a look at the AfterShokz Aeropex and the titaniums. So I'm really interested to see how the Open Move actually stacks up against those sets of headphones. First of all, we're going to have a look at the specifications. I'm going to do a few different tests, put these through their paces, and at the end I'm going to do a thorough analysis telling you all my thoughts, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the ugly, and we're going to see how these stack up against the rest of the AfterShokz range. First up on the specification sheet is that these are bone conduction. They are open ear, which is the biggest selling point of these headphones. Open ear headphones means that you're going to be completely aware of your surroundings while still able listening to music or podcasts or whatever you choose to listen to. Bone conduction technology works through vibrating the bones on the edge of your ear to create the sound. These are amazing for sport. If you're out running, if you're out cycling, you're never going to get isolated from your surroundings. It's definitely going to help you stay safer than traditional headphones. Moving on to the look of the headphones. These Open Move have an updated shape. They've slightly changed the look of this bud, but I think it still looks really smart, really elegant. Every single set of AfterShokz headphones has this durable titanium wire. They're sweat resistant. They also have a magnet in between the buds so that it holds it nice and sturdy on your head, which is good. That's what we like to see. Another feature is that they have a brand new charging point, which is USB-C. Oh my God, how useful. Stroke of genius from AfterShokz on that one. I can now go traveling and just take one cable. So happy with that. They've also increased the size of the buttons, which was one of the critiques I had in my last video. I am so happy that they've done this. AfterShokz are really forward thinking. They listen to their users, and I'm so happy that they have big buttons because it makes it so much easier to use. That brings me nicely on to the next part of the video, which is the comfort of these headphones. Honestly, after a while, you really forget that these are even on your head. They're really comfortable. Because of this magnet, it just holds it so still. AfterShokz have tested these Open Move headphones on over 600 users. They've got a team of athletes and ambassadors. They really do listen to the consumer, listen to the athletes, and that informs their products. That's why they're so good. These are also great for rigorous and intense exercise, which is what we like to hear. So last year's video, I actually did a test called the shake test. You might remember it. It would be completely unfair to not also do the shake test on these headphones too. So let's go do the shake test. If you enjoyed watching me shake my booty, smash the like button. Helps this channel a lot. Thank you. The reason for these being so stable is because of these magnets in the earbuds. They hold it really still on your head and there is no moving them. You honestly cannot move them unless you take your hands and pull them apart like this. These Open Move headphones have much improved sound over the likes of the AfterShokz Air and the AfterShokz Titanium. This model also has 3 different EQ modes. Essentially, they just change the levels of like the treble and the bass to suit different environments. So there's 3 modes: standard mode, vocal booster mode, and earplug mode. They're kind of a little bit self-explanatory in terms of what they do. Standard is just how they come out of the box. Vocal booster essentially increases the treble and keeps the bass the same or slightly lowers the bass. Basically, with these headphones, if you've got a really bass heavy song, it can just make these kind of vibrate, which is quite annoying. The vibration in the cheaper models, I would say, is worse. The Apex is better, but there's still some vibration when you're listening to music really loud or if it's got a really heavy bass. And the earplug mode is for when you've got earplugs in. So essentially, if you're just listening to it normally, it makes it really tinny, but the moment you add in earplugs, it levels out the bass and the treble and it sounds much better. For most things, I'm using the vocal booster mode just because I think that sounds the best. And the reason I'm using these headphones is so that I can have my ears open. So having the earplug mode is great maybe if you're on the train or something, but for me, I'd just use normal headphones if I wanted to have something in my ears. I think the EQ options are great and they definitely do improve the sound. But what I would say is that you're not going to be getting the highest quality, best quality sound in the world. This is purely due to the nature of bone conduction headphones. Another point on the sound is the sound quality of the calls. In my last video, I didn't really touch on this at all, but a lot of you mentioned that you're wondering, how does it actually work inside for calls and outside? Because that's a capability you have with these headphones. So I put it to the test. I did a test inside and outside, and I got my dad to record the audio so you can hear what I sound like. Right, so I'm just about to call my dearest father, and he's gonna check how good this sound is. Mushy mushy, how do I sound?
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
How would you rate it out of 10?
It's an 8 or a 9, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Can you tell that I'm not calling through my phone?
No.
No. Okay. Well, that's a win then for the open moves on the indoor call test. Right, so I'm just about to call and then I'll cycle down, see what it's doing. Hello?
Hiya. That's really shit, love.
Let me just pull in. Is it really bad?
I can hear you now. It was just, you could almost hear nothing, and then it was, really not very good.
Okay. Right, well that's a fail on the cycling call test. The biggest selling point of this model though is the price. These come in at £79.95, which is only £10 more than the AfterShokz Titanium and the AfterShokz Air. But what you're getting in return for that extra £10 is a whole lot more of headphones. These Open Move are unreal value for what you're actually getting. And just to illustrate this point, I've actually done a quick stats comparison between these headphones and the top of the range headphones, which are the AfterShokz Apex. Both the Open Move headphones and the AfterShokz Apex, which are the top of the range model from AfterShokz, have exactly the same Bluetooth chip. There's only 3 grams difference between the models, the Open Move being 3 grams heavier. The Open Move has larger buttons than the AfterShokz Apex. It also offers USB charging. This is something that none of the other headphones offer. It has a great water resistance rating and it has 6 hours of music and calls compared to the Apex's 8 hours. So okay, yeah, there's a couple of hours difference, but honestly, these headphones are such good value. And the price, these are $79.95 and the Apex are almost double at $149.99. It's a no-brainer for me. If you were interested in some sports headphones and you were after something at a really great price point, I would send you to the Open Moves. The Aeropex only win out if you're doing longer distances and you're after something with the top of the top of the top. They're aimed at more, you know, super elite athletes who are going to maybe get that benefit from the extra few hours, the extra durability that you're going to get from the Aeropex model. So let's quickly run through a list of the pros and a list of the cons. Let's start with the pros. Number one, the price is unreal for the amount of headphones that you're getting. Number two, they're the only model with USB charging so far, which is so convenient. Number three is there's been an incredible amount of R&D that has gone into these headphones, and you can really tell. Number four, for the price that you're paying for these headphones, you're getting something that is almost as good as the top of the range AfterShokz headphones for a fraction of the price. And number five, I just wanted to mention again, the buttons. I am so happy that with these buttons and the way it's set up, it's so user-friendly. Moving on to the cons, first up on the list of cons is that there's not much choice when it comes to colours. There's only 2 colourways available at the minute. I imagine that AfterShokz will add to this, but at the minute there's only the grey and the white. Another thing is that the band, the titanium band at the back, isn't adjustable. That being said, if it was adjustable and was rubbing on the back of your head, I'm not sure how user-friendly or practical that would be in practice. Another point is that the bass on these headphones is not like the bass you would get for in-ear headphones or any kind of standard headphones. This is kind of the payoff for having your ears open. This can be combated by having earplugs in, but then you're kind of going against the point of having these headphones in the first place, which is to be able to hear your surroundings. So that's probably the biggest downfall of these headphones. If you're after, you know, supreme sound quality, these are not the headphones for you. But really, the reason you would get these headphones is for having your ears open and being able to hear your surroundings. This is Kira from the future. I actually have an extra con to add, which is to do with the voice calling. I actually did this test after I shot this studio stuff. The voice calling outside basically doesn't work. It works pretty well when you're stopped at the side of the road. If it's windy, that's fine, but you cannot really get away with it when you're riding and when you're running. So that's something to consider if that's important to you. For me, I wouldn't really be calling people whilst I'm out riding or training, but if I got a call, I think for me, it would still be useful to pull into the side and answer the phone on these rather than disconnect them, get my phone out my pocket. But that's just my personal preference, and I know that for some people, having good call quality is something that's going to be important to you. My conclusion then is that for the majority of people, these Open Move headphones are the best choice of any of the AfterShokz range for the majority of people. So, have I missed anything out? Please do let me know in the comments section down below, but I have tried really hard to make this review as in-depth as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel and click the bell notification so you don't miss out on my new videos, which are posted every single Friday. I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so every little helps, guys. All the help you can give me is much appreciated. All right, thank you very much, and I'll see you